You think that's going to defeat my 7/7? Pirate, Dinosaur, Merfolk, Vampire. We're doing it! We've crafted the Grim Captain. There's not enough pogging going on. What's up, everybody? We're back here with some more Foundation Standard. Almost Aether Drift. It's almost here. Don't worry. We're going to get to some Aether Drift content. But in the meantime, we got a little bit of spicy stuff going on here. This is a deck list that I found from a recent RCQ. I want to say it lost in the finals or maybe top 4 or something. And this is definitely a spicy one. So we're on the bit of the meme side here of things with Throne of the Grim Captain. So for those of you who have not seen this card before, it's a card from Lost Caverns of Ixalan, and it mills, you can tap to mill 2, or if you have a dinosaur, a merfolk, a pirate, and a vampire, you can craft and make this giant... I'm not even sure what the lore is here. Let me know in the comments. But you can flip it into a 7/7 Menace, Trample, Lifelink, Hexproof. Not a real ability, but at least Menace, Trample, Lifelink is nice. And whenever it attacks, they sack a non-land permanent. You get to put a creature that was exiled. It's just so much value. Just infinite value. Really, really hard to beat when you flip it and get to attack once with it. So there's a couple of interesting things. So first and foremost, you need the material to be able to craft it. So that's where you have Floodpits Drowner, which is a merfolk that buys you a little bit of time. Staunch Crewmate is awesome because it's a pirate that also finds artifacts, which you kind of need to find the captain at some point. You have 3-Tree Mascot, which doesn't really have text. It's just a shapeshifter, so you can use it for any creature type that you're missing at that current time. Kiora is perfect because it's a merfolk that fills your graveyard for the Throne of the Grim Captain. Larcenist, it's a pirate that buys time. Preacher of the Schism doesn't necessarily buy a lot of time per se, but it is a card advantage engine on its own, and it is a threat sort of in and of itself. And then the real cool one is Voldaren Thrillseeker, where if you have this in the graveyard under the captain, what happens is when you get to attack with it, you get to put an exiled creature card onto the battlefield tapped and attacking that you used for the captain. So if you use a Thrillseeker, you attack with the captain, you put the Thrillseeker into play, you put 2 counters on the captain, and it now has the ability to fling. That's 18 damage right there, just with the captain itself. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then Spiketail, which is a dinosaur that you can just cycle to hit your land drop. So again, a little bit of utility there. And then other than that, there's really just only a couple removal spells, 1 cut down, 2 go for the throat. And then you might think this one's a little strange here, Corpses of the Lost, but it's actually very important. So you don't actually have any skeletons, right? You have a bunch of dinosaurs, a bunch of pirates, a bunch of vampires, a bunch of merfolk, right? So why are we playing corpses? Well, if you take a look at the Throne of the Grim Captain, the backside is a skeleton, and Corpses of the Lost gives all of your skeletons haste, which means that if you have corpses in play and you flip the throne, you can immediately attack with the Grim Captain. So much better against stuff like Domain when they have Sunfall, because you don't give them that extra turn to try and have a sorcery speed way to answer it. And again, if you have the Thrillseeker, you can just one-shot them, where you flip it with haste, put a Thrillseeker into play, hit them for 9, sack it, deal them 9, you're good to go. Mana base is a little sketchy. We do have some Surveil lands here because, again, we're trying to put stuff in the graveyard for Grim Captain. So that is nice. A couple of Restless Reefs as well. These can mill you. 3 Caverns. It's weird because we do have, creature types are definitely split. So the Caverns are a little strange here, but you can, whatever card you're trying to resolve, whether it be, Floodpits or Preacher or Kiora, you can name whatever type of that card that you're trying to resolve is. So it gets a little awkward, but I think it's okay. And then as far as the sideboard is concerned, we're just shoring up some things. We have a couple more Larcenists for when you want to kill creatures, and notably, this can also hit Ghost Vacuum, which is kind of huge. Preacher for when we need to have additional threats, or when you just want to, if you know your opponent has an abundance of graveyard hate and you know that your graveyard's going to be offline, maybe Preacher to get additional threats into the deck could be nice. Same thing with Shieldred, same thing with Kaido, and then just some generic removal spells, Cut Down, Duress, and Disdainful Stroke, rounding out the sideboard. Like I said, this one's a bit of a meme, but maybe, just maybe, we can make our memes become dreams. There's only one way to find out. I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Sure, I'm in. It was not my extended warranty. I can't confirm. Oh, I mean that finds the throne. Okay. Pixie. You know what? I'm now realizing. You know what card is not very good against Pixie? An artifact that you have to spend 4 mana to activate. Not great against town, huh? Well, it depends on your definition. Captain's gonna get hit by nowhere to run. No! I will block if they attack. I know, there's so many town decks. From the MTGO challenges this weekend, I'll give you an idea. Bro, I'm blocking. I did the metagame from I did metagame of the MTGO results this weekend. I did it this morning. So for standard, the Dimir bounce deck was 18%, which actually is not that bad, all things considered. Go. They attack, I'm blocking. I will block. They almost certainly don't know what's happening here. Because if they knew I was playing a captain deck, they probably wouldn't want to trade off these creatures. How much of the metagame was town decks? I guess I didn't combine Esper and Dimir. Let me look. So Dimir was... Go back. Dimir was 18%, Esper was 7%. So about a quarter of the metagame combined was town decks. Which is honestly still not that bad, you know? Like 25%. That's about what energy is. Pirate Merfolk, huh? Guess I'll hit him with one of these. Will I give you a free deck tech if I top 8 an MTGO Modern Challenge with Undercity Informer? No, but if you top 8 with Splitter Twin, maybe. Because I've been told that's impossible. So they have nowhere to run? Yeah, but I kind of want a vampire in the graveyard anyways. Pirate, Merfolk, Vampire, Dinosaur. Okay. So we just have to draw the throne. Throne me? Throne me, please? I don't know what that means. How do you feel about Shoddy's baggage? I think there's got to be a joke there, but I don't know what the joke is. Is Celestia still well positioned? I think it is. I just don't want to... I've just played so much of it. That's kind of why I stopped playing it. Not that I think it's necessarily a bad choice right now. It's very good against all the bounce decks. I've just played too much with it. And I want to play something else, you know? That's all it is. Kaito. I mean, if I can draw the throne, we're kind of chilling. I would still play bad, yes. No, I hate Sky Knight. The last list of Cage that I played, which is the one that I would recommend, had 2 Malira and 2 Seraphic Steed. I'm still looking for something that's better than Seraphic Steed, but I haven't found it yet. What's up, Reforged? Dude, Bills got scammed last night. I don't know. I don't know who to root for in the Super Bowl. I don't want either team to win, you know? Drew the Throne, by the way. Craft is only sorcery speed, correct? Yep. Alright, I guess I'll mill first. It's kind of free. Hold. Alright, which 4 do we want? I guess Giant 5/6 is good. Merfolk, Pirate, Vampire. Alright. I will make a 7/7 with Menace, Trample, Lifelink, Hexproof. Good luck. Oh wait, they just have nowhere to run.
Oh, come on! Why did I not realize that?
Oh my god. Come on. Come on. Why does this card exist? Fuck this card. God, I hate Nowhere to Run. Like, what is the point of playing with anything that has the word hexproof in the text at all? Like, those cards just don't exist right now. It's so fucked up. Maybe not the meta for this. Yeah, well, every deck has Nowhere to Run. Like, you can't escape it. You literally cannot run from it. It's impossible. I'm too devastated to sideboard after that. I, in fact, have Nowhere to Run. That is accurate. I'll keep in. It's like my only good card in this matchup. I mean, I don't know. Corpses is not bad either. I mean, I'm going to do it again. The same thing is going to happen this time, but I'm going to do it again. I got nothing else to do, you know what I mean? You got a counter spell for me, Neri? Of course you do. No more lies. There's a very, very light red splash to try and hard cast Voldaren Thrillseeker. So, not a ton of red sources, and you don't need red, because if you put Thrillseeker under the throne, then it doesn't matter, because you can just put it right into play. But just in case you draw the Thrillseeker, that's kind of what those are there for. Maybe I can get them to counter this if they have a third No More Lies. They don't. Yo, crewmate Tron. Crewmate. Okay, I've learned how I've figured out the way to beat this Esper deck. Have them keep a hand that is 2 counterspells and 5 lands. That's the only way you can beat them. Thoughts on Domain and Standard at the moment? Probably fine. I don't think it's bad. Come on. Come on. It's just classic Augur Bolus gaming. It really is, yeah. You want to bounce my crewmate? I mean, I'll recast it, I promise you. I will recast it. Okay, we're cooking. We're cooking. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, this is just plan B. Okay, so what I've learned is that plan B is definitely a lot better than plan A against them. So we may need to readjust our sideboarding plan. Like, I could just probably shape a bunch on the combo. Because the combo is just never, ever good when they have nowhere to run. I would like to name Merfolk. Get this clown out of here. They really just want to keep bouncing my crewmates, huh? I'm with you. I'll do it again. I promise you I'll do it again. Okay, one of these days I will hit. One of these days. Maybe this should be plan A. Just Corpses of the Lost Beatdown. I mean, it is a pretty good card. I'm boarding in the 4th one. Okay, so how much of the combo do we want to shave? This is my worst card, for sure. I don't know if I want to cut the Thrones. The Tidebinder can maybe go. The Larcenist can maybe go. Kiora's still pretty good. So, like, these cards can probably go. And then we just board into a mid-range deck? I mean, I have to assume that these cards are in the sideboard for a reason. Can we just board out the entire combo? We do have some random ass cards though. Is this any hits for Crewmate now? Nope, except for more Crewmates. Maybe I have to keep some of it in. I mean, Gix is not very good against Nowhere to Run anyways. So maybe the Gixes and the Bats are bad. And we just keep in some of the combo. Like 3 of these, keep the Larcenists, keep 2 of these. And then those go for these. Okay, we'll do like a half and half kind of thing. If it's just a vanilla, then no, I don't like it. I don't remember if it had evasion or not, though. The other thing about Standard is there's not really a high density of cheap artifacts. That's the problem. Like, there's no zeros, right? No baubles, no Tormod's Crypts, none of that stuff. So it's going to be really hard to try and build a standard, like, affinity-style deck, given how little support there is. Yeah, I don't think that card's good with that evasion, personally. I mean, they're in a one-lander. I'm just going to try to slam Kaido next turn. One of these days, I will hit. What happened to Squadron Crewmate? I thought that every time I cast this card, I'm supposed to just put a second copy of it into my hand. Aw. Do you think they block my Kaido or do you think they block my Crewmate if I attack next turn? I feel like there's a pretty good chance they do. I'm doing this. You bin the Kaido? Yeah, I guess because I bin the Kaido, that makes them so much more likely to block. Maybe that's fine, though. Damn it. I think I might have made it too obvious, huh? I guess we could just Corpses and pick it up. Next turn, hardcast Kaido. Lock down this. I'm gonna do that. And then if they Nightmare me again, just discard Throne. The problem is we're already at 11. Because I've lost half of my life total from this stupid card. This card deals... It's like... It is wild how much damage you actually take from Hopeless Nightmare. It's insane. That's what makes this deck so hard to play against. Like, you can't grind them out, and you can't race them most of the time. Like, what are you supposed to do, you know? Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if, because there's so many artifact creatures in this set, I wonder if people will start playing Shoot the Sheriff over Go for the Throat. I wouldn't be surprised. There's got to be a challenge, you know? Like, how much has anybody ever dealt the full 20 with Hopeless Nightmare? We should build a deck that has no creatures, like no fear, or it has Fear of Isolation, but you're just not allowed to attack with it. Right. And just see if you can deal the full 20 with Hopeless Nightmares. I should have played the Corpses pre-combat. I was thinking that I would hit a spell that I want to cast, but... Is this Reef good? 4, 7, 11. It's not bad. I think we can do better, though. Yeah. I wouldn't classify that as better. Too slow. Kaido Corpses is kind of sick. Just surveil and then replay the corpses. Why is no one running Slasher anymore? Slasher just lines up kind of poorly against town. Like, you play the Slasher, they bounce up a town. It's just not a good exchange. And most of the red decks have kind of swapped to main deck torches. So that's another big downside. Or like another big reason you wouldn't want to play the Slashers. If the red decks are playing 4 torch, no burst lightning, then it's a lot worse than those spots too. I mean, I'm just going to go beatdowns. I attack for 10. Our mascot has haste. True. Is there a lot of new removal? No. But there's a huge uptick in discard. So, like, playing Unstoppable Slasher against town is bad because they're trading down on mana, right? They're spending 2 mana to bounce your 3-drop. So you're like, you have a much bigger mana investment, and they get to cantrip, or they get to acquire some sort of card advantage off of their town while also getting the mana advantage by bouncing your 3-drop. The long and the short of it is you don't want to be playing with 3-drops that do not gain some amount of advantage. Like, whether it leaves a body around, whether it makes a game object, you want your 3-drops that get bounced by town to do something else. You know what I mean? And that's how you, like, have those favorable exchanges against that card. Because that card is everywhere, So you need to have some sort of plan for it. We're 2-0 right now. I mean, it's more like 1.5-0, because our first opponent just pieced out. Oh, I mean, I'm casting it. Alright, throne secured. The throne has been secured. Alright, that is 1 creature type down. 3 to go. Is that a merfolk and a vampire? And a dinosaur? Wait, this is kind of the nuts. Okay, I will name... Not sure it matters. I guess merfolk. I think I'm actually going to play the corpses. It's the ultimate high roll. No, we got to cycle. Right, I could high roll. Because if I play corpses and draw an untapped land, then I just could have the stone cold nuts. But this is a much safer line for sure. Because now I only have to hit I have to hit a mascot basically. Hold. Pirate, dinosaur, vampire, merfolk. Would you look at that? Oh my god. Turn 4 captain? Chat, did we break it? Did we break it? Alright, your turn. 7/7 Menace Triple Lifelink Hexproof. What do you do about that? How can you possibly defeat 7/7 Hexproof? That certainly does not beat it. Liliana. Shh. Shh. They definitely don't have Liliana, okay? Shieldred's Edict. Stop! Stop. Why do they have a priority window? Oh, because they had to sack something. Right, okay. I see. They are dead? Rebozo? Ah, we'll see you next time, Zezaba. Interesting. Huh. I would say that went pretty well. What do you think? You take it back, deck is unbeatable. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you. E, thank you for the tier 1. Yeah, this is literally Exodia. I kind of don't want a sideboard. Honestly, deck's perfect. You were one of those that said it couldn't be done. I flipped that shit on turn 4, okay? Turn 4, 7/7 hexproof. Now, the problem is you have to not play against the card Nowhere to Run, but if you can dodge that card, then you're fine. That card just doesn't exist. The card's too expensive. What card is too expensive? Nowhere to Run. It's an uncommon, right? $2? It's not expensive. Loaded gun complex coming bullet. I think I paid like 50 cents for mine. I got them on the first week of release, so. Alright. They got a pretty good start. Mill 2 cards. Okay, Dinosaur secured. Dinosaur, Vampire, Merfolk secured. So I need a pirate. How do I get a pirate? How about tap land, Drowner, tap, trade? It's not bad, right? No. I just want to dig for a pirate. Well, that's unfortunate. Shit. Was not ready for that. Yeah, that's against the law. 911, I would like to report a robbery. Opponent has cast an illegal card. The funny thing is, I get priority after I mill, and I believe craft is part of the cost, correct? How's that work? Yeah, okay. So they can't respond to me. They can't respond, so they have to do the bad now, or the lantern now. I'm going to respond here. They picked the worst one. Oh, because I already had a merfolk? True. So yeah, if they don't lantern me now, and I mill over a pirate, right? Is that what I'm missing? Dinosaur, yeah. If I mill over a pirate, then I could just do it. I can hold priority and do it. So they have to just pop the lantern now, which is... Lantern's not that bad. It's definitely beatable, for sure. See if they know that. Oh, I mean, I'm going for it. Pirate my ass? Damn. Rip. Merfolk, Vampire, Dinosaur. Well, in that case... I should have built upkeep, I guess. I can just cut down Bat and play Preacher. And then just... We call this Plan B. Plan B, engage. I feel like they don't know that I get priority after the throne activation, so they may just not pop the lantern. Never mind. Oh, right. I guess if I upkeeped and then milled it, then they could just do the lantern and upkeep, yeah. So that would have been worse. Because then after, I don't... this thing is sorcery speed only, and I don't get priority in my upkeep, so... Or I do, but I can't activate it, so it's instant speed. I mean, I'm just going to start again. Oh. Okay, so there's 2. I guess I play Second Throne? Because it's not like they can kill the first one. And then we go... Here, play this. Pick up the corpses. Can't block. I could have held back to block the Sanctuary. Yeah, I should have done that. Because I don't think I'm bracing them with just the corpses. Although maybe I am. It's kind of rude. The Corpses of the Lost Mirrors on my bingo card for today. This card's good. I think this is an extremely underplayed card in Standard. There's not, like, a ton of stuff you can do with it, but it is a very good card. Underutilized. I kind of just wanted the extra 2/2, though, is the thing. What do we have? Vampire Shapeshifter. So we gotta hit the other 2. Oh, easy. Uno, dos, tres, 4. Submit. So this is where the editor is going to put the transform Grim Captain count. Oh, come on! Come on, man. That's fucked up. That is extremely rude. What an asshole. Huh. You're 12? It's not looking pretty. It's not looking pretty. What happened? They had blot out. They had their 1-up blot out. You hate to see it. Hexproof, not great against blot out. I'm dead to a kill spell. They just kill this, unlock this, hit for 6. Like I said, I'm dead to a kill spell. Do we want any of this stuff? I kind of just want kill spells, which I don't have. Let's run it back. So Bloodout's not even that bad, because you do have a good number of 3s. So Bloodout is not the worst. You can definitely beat that card. What matchup is Stash Skeleton for? I've been asking the same question. The sideboard's kind of weird. It feels like the sideboard is all over the place. I think the idea is that they wanted the ability to like transform into more of a mid-range deck post-board against heavy graveyard hate and nowhere to run. So like I kind of understand that, but I don't know. There's some weird sideboard cards for sure. Tiny Bones. Tiny Bones. I'm going to save the Thrillseeker. I think I'm actually just going to play Sure. Feels weird, but I kind of want a vampire in the graveyard. More than this, because I can easily just discard this. I guess this is my vampire, because I'm likely going to sack this to kill the tiny bones. Yeah, I know, right? if your bad combo doesn't... Oh, come on! You have Vacuum and Lantern? Who hurt you? Who hurt you, Zezabo? That's what I want to know. At least we can Tidebinder the Ghost Vacuum, but then they get cooked by the Tiny Bones is the problem. Oh wait, they did this. Okay, so I don't care about the Tiny Bones this turn. You got the whole captain? I know! I just don't have the artifact. Plus they have this anyways. This deck is perfect. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the greatest deck that you've ever seen in your entire life. I would like to reiterate, we are currently undefeated. You can also Larcenist the Vacuum. But then I'm just going to get cooked by the Slasher is the problem. No, I haven't looked at a ton of spoilers. I'm kind of saving my energy until the full set comes out, because I want to look at them all at once. I mean, we did look at the initial spoilers when they did after they did the stream on last Tuesday, I believe it was. But since then, I haven't really looked at too many spoilers. Alright, Forsaken Miner versus the World. I think it's going to be a hardcast game. I think it's going to be one of them hardcast games. I'm feeling it. How are they going to beat a 5/6? Simply can't be done. Simply not possible. What are they cooking? They know my hand. No, they don't have Blot Out. You gotta stop talking about that. Oh, right, they get the Slasher back. I'm just dead. I'm just dead. Okay, opponent had too many sideboard cards. Just a few too many sideboard cards to fight through. Yeah, Sylex is not bad. The cool thing about Sylex too is we don't have any ones. So if we pop Sylex for one, it's not going to kill any of our stuff. I don't hate that. Okay, I can work with this. The sand plays. Do this probably. Uh-oh. Boros. Chad, I'm scared. Jeskai. Oh, is this the Jeskai Oculus deck? I think it might be. El Capitan. Holy based. Jesus. I'm in. Whatever you want, I'm buying. Whatever you're selling, I am buying. I think I want to guarantee my land drop next turn. So let's just go... I shouldn't have played the Swamp. That was bad. I should have Spiketailed for a Surveillant and then played that. Because now I have to get a basic. Yeah, that was bad. Cookies with Jewel. We played that last week. Played that for a little bit. It was decent. I haven't tried it since the last time we played it, though. I don't know if it was last week or the week before, but we did play Cookies with Jewel at one point. Yeah. No, we tried it. It was decent. I liked a little bit of what was going on. Why did they not do this pre-combat? They could have got 2 more counters. Alright, we need to mill the 4th creature type, please. I have Dinosaur, Pirate, and Mascot. Alright, come on, hold. Alright, Merfolk secured. We did it. Now the question is, can they defeat this? Merfolk, Dinosaur, Pirate here. Alright. I summon the Grim Captain. At least they're not playing black. So they can't, like, Edict me or Nowhere to Run me. Surely they don't have an answer, right? I'm assuming they don't have an answer. If they gave me a nice. They've read it like 6 times. Okay, they're gonna read it again. That helps. Disappointing it doesn't fly. Yeah, or have reach. Alright, you sacrifice a non-land permanent. And I would like to put a Rampaging Spiketail into play. No! That's not fair. That is extremely unfair. Come on, man. This is why we can't have nice things. I can't remember. Have I played a land this turn? It's possible, but I don't think I have. I honestly don't remember. Okay, I did. It's probably a small missequence. Fear of missing out. Yeah, hexproof and indestructible. Just in case they want to try and block it. You never know. I mean, they're going off with profs. Not enough, but they are going off. So they're dead, right? Do this, this, and then here. Easy.